Hello, and this is a video review for Lego, the Lego Movie 2, set number 70835, Rex's Rexplorer. And of the regular sets, this one is the largest. So, you know, discounting the Apocalypseburg set and the Rexcelsior, which is not out yet. Of the regular sets from Wave 1, this is the biggest set. And it's pretty cool, and we're going to go over the features and what it does and whatnot, and you know, all that in this review. So first of all, a quick look at the instruction booklet, which is a huge instruction booklet, pretty thick instruction booklet as well. There are 8 numbered bags. I don't know why they have to put this on the front of the booklet. I don't know why they couldn't do that kind of on this page here or this page. I don't really understand why they have to put them there. Anyway, you've got the QR code for the Lego Life app. Again, I don't think this needs to necessarily take up all this room on the front of the booklet. You know, just like that much room. This white section here, that's all it needs. Really. But anyway, that's the booklet. And actual building steps, there are a total numbered of, they're not numbered steps technically, so actual numbered steps of building, there are 269 numbered steps of building, but then there's a few extra pages of, you know, adding some of the extra guns and things in, and you know, things like that. So that is the instruction booklet. This actually is it retails for £110 in the UK. I managed to get this for £99.99, so £100 basically, from Smiths, and it is a Smiths exclusive in the UK, Smiths Toys exclusive as well. So just other things to note there. So little extra things that you get, you know, you've got the big ship, the Rexplorer here, but actual extra little things that are nothing to do with, well, I say nothing to do with it, but that are included are the Plantimal creature things. So you've got this one, which is just a basic enough build, but you know, it looks the part, it looks cool enough, and it's a little enemy to fire at and shoot things at, and we'll get into what you can fire at these things later on. So that's that one. You then get this one, which I'm going to bring the camera back a little bit and zoom in. And if I remember, I'll demonstrate what this does later on as well. So you can see there's some like grumpy, more sinister looking eyes, not very happy eyes on that one. You've got some details over here and here, and some arms looking, some arm-like looking things from going either side. Got some nice purple glitter pieces here and there. So yeah, it looks nice enough. If you want to see what it looks like from the back, that's what it looks like. And the main play feature of this is that you would step, the minifigure would step here, or the dinosaur would step here, and these vines or whatever would entrap them. So if I remember, I'll get a dinosaur later on and one of the raptors and show that off. So that's that thing. You do get a total of 4 of these green transparent missiles, which again, I'll talk about those later on. So actually looking at the main build, we'll just zoom out, camera up a little bit, and that's perfect. So looking at the main build, it's a very interesting looking thing. Now, when I first saw pictures of it, and you know, and saw didn't see it in person kind of thing, I thought it's just another ship, it's just another set. It's one of the biggest sets. I haven't got endless amounts of room. But eventually I decided, you know what, certain parts of it look intriguing, so I did get it in the end, and I'm actually glad I did. But I'll talk about that later at the end of the review, because it's actually my favourite set from the Lego Movie 2. But we'll talk about all that at the end, in kind of the final thoughts. Yeah. So, as you can see, we've got these four. Well, you can't see actually, but there are these four kind of turbines. Not really turbines, but one of them is like a lime green primary colour, and the rest are like a navy dark blue. And you've got this kind of theme of a streak of lime green going through. Some of this is picked out with sticker detailing, like down here. This is a sticker, this is a sticker. This Rex logo here is a sticker, that one's a sticker there. So, and they can be a bit of a pain to put on, but, you know, it is what it is. And then on the other side, you can see that this is just completely blue. There is none of that. There's the Rex logo, which is a sticker, but there's none of that kind of, you know, lime green stripe. But it's a nice thing. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. You know, the kind of the contrast with the colour and the kind of the uniqueness of that there. But I do quite like that. So that's that side. So opening, this does have an opening door or hatch or whatever, which comes open like that. And in there, you can see we've got Rex on the left and Emmett on the right. They're both looking quite pleased with themselves at the moment. You can see the Raptor just poking through there, the rear end of the Raptor just poking through. But yeah, you've got quite a decent amount of space inside for everything to get in there. And one thing I do like about this, you can store everything on it. Like the other two missiles that you get, you can store on clips inside this door that opens up. So that's really cool. We'll take a look at the minifigures and whatnot later on. Now these that I showed earlier, they actually go in here. I'm not going to load them in because I don't want to lose them forever. But basically to activate them, you put them in, and then this little lever here, you just push up and that will activate and it will go flying off. Same on this side, you push that up and it will go flying off. So that's how they work. And then obviously you've got your ones to reload that with there. You have got a lot of static guns, and when I say static guns, I mean kind of like firepower that doesn't actually fire anything. So you've got these guns on the front that go up and down. They don't really do anything other than that. They are just for show, that, like I said, they don't do anything. You've got a couple of stud shooters there which do actually fire studs, as well as a couple of stud shooters at either side here, and then some fake guns there. But those fake guns do look quite authentic and they do look the part. So you've got that. Now, which side? Yeah, we've done that side. So this side, opening this up, in this side we've got some accessories. So we've got some sticker detailing in there. On the wall there. I didn't actually show that on the other side. And then here on the door we've got a Raptor skateboard. We'll take that out and we'll get into that, talk about that when we go to the Raptors. We've got Rex's weapons. We have one here with stud shooter. The bottom stud doesn't fire off. And then he has another gun, which is this one again with a stud shooter on the top. Take that out for now. And then he has his detector thingy mabob that I can't remember the name of, so I apologise, but he has that, and there is a sticker. There is a sticker on there, you can see, and that's a nice little build, and he holds it. All these guns and things that Rex holds, they do make him very front heavy. They do make him quite top heavy, so you know, you kind of have to place him on some studs in order for him to stand up, like a minifigure base plate or something. What else? What else have we got to talk about the ship itself? It kind of reminds me of like some sort of submarine or some sort of like submarine tank hybrid kind of thing. It's a really interesting looking thing actually in hand, you know, and once you've built it, you've got, you know, details on the front and things. This is a sticker down here. We'll talk about this front section here in a bit. Around the back, it really does actually remind me, you know, of the super secret police dropship from the original film, from the Wave 2 sets, because of the kind of the double pilot kind of thing. It really reminds me of that, actually. I'd not thought of that till now. Anyway, this hatch at the back opens up, and in there you've got a crate, and inside that crate, wow, this thing's quite heavy. My arms are getting tired. You've got a sticker on there with the Rex logo, and then inside there you have what I believe are the only printed pieces in the set, which is kind of a shame. Inside there you've got these two little cans, which the camera will focus. There you go. A Rex branded pop, or Rex branded soda or energy drink, whatever. You get two of those, so you only get the 4 printed pieces because you get the top, you know, the ring pull can kind of thing, and then you get the Rex logo print on the cylinder piece. So you get 2 of those. But yeah, I believe they're the only printed pieces in the set. Well, apart from, you know, like the eyes and on these guys, but as far as the actual thing it goes itself, and of course the Raptors and the minifigures are printed and everything, but you know, actual parts, I believe they're the only printed parts. So then also in the back we have a couple of kind of, I don't know, compartments. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, compartments. You open those up, you've got a plethora of studs in there. Same thing in the other side. Now the instructions don't actually say that, you know, you're to put studs in there, but they give you extra studs, and I've just put all the studs in those compartments because it makes sense. Those compartments are empty, and I'm pretty sure they intended for you to put the studs in there because they all do fit, even if you've not got them attached to the guns ready to fire off. The studs that they include all fit in those compartments, so that's really good. Yes, another thing I wanted to talk about is underneath. Now underneath you've got these kind of landing pad things, and they do a little wiggle, and it kind of feels like it's kind of gliding across, you know, flat surface like this wooden surface here. It feels like it's really nicely gliding and hovering across, which is a nice. It's nice. It's a nice feel when you're kind of moving this about. It really actually feels like it's kind of hovering over it, which is really nice. And I think there's so many things going on with this. It's hard to remember everything, and I do personally struggle to remember things short term. So bear with me. But I think the last thing we need to discuss about the actual thing itself is this, this whole section comes out like this. The Raptors actually come loose. Let me just get him back on there. Stay on there, you're not supposed to come off yet. I'm going to show you off in a bit. You're going to get your camera time, don't worry. But you get this thing, and this can come off as a little extra, you know, thing. And what you can do is you can fold these bits down here, and you've got a pair of wings, kind of wing things. yeah, it works. It kind of reminds me of something from Flash Gordon or something like that. Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of something from that film, so there you go. And then there's the Raptor all piloting this thing. There is actually a sticker inside there. We'll take the Raptor off now. And that sticker in there is just showing you which Raptors go in which part of the ship, which is it's a nice sticker, a very nice sticker. It's a shame it's a sticker in a way, but it's still a nice sticker. It's a nice idea. I just wish it was printed, but that's just me preferring prints to stickers. But anyway, so you get that, and we'll take the Raptor out at this point and put that back in. So, am I making the whole thing fall apart now? I think I am, to be honest. Right, we've got that back in. So, to remove the other Raptor, you've seen how that works. To remove the other Raptor, you want to lift up this little, I guess, door. We'll do it this way so you can kind of see how this works. It's just a little piece, just to add a little bit more coverage to the back there. And then you basically pull the Raptor out, and that's basically how you have to fold the Raptor in order to get him to fit inside there. And this back tail and things do stick out of the top. I mean, you know, it's forgivable. These things are, well, they're not massive, but they're not like minifigure size. They're going to be quite difficult to get into a set, you know, especially two of them to pilot a vehicle. And I think what they've done is adequate enough, you know. So there's that. There is a bit of hollowness in this section here, going right down into there, so you can see Emmett and Rex. Not the greatest view, I must admit. It does look a bit hollow and a bit empty, looking from the top like that. But if you've got the Raptor in there, it kind of covers that up. Another thing that I've actually forgot is that if you take this piece off, you can actually pull out here. There's this, which we'll talk about now. We'll just put that back on there. So there is the ship. We'll just move that over here. And then this is actually a Raptor gun. Again, you've got another stud shooter on there. This one doesn't fire off, but you can add this to a Raptor if you want. Just attaches onto the 4 studs on the top of a Raptor, and that looks kind of cool, you know, armored Raptor. I was a little bit disappointed when I first thought about it, and I thought that, you know, there's only 2 minifigures in this set, but you know, you kind of overlook the fact, well, I kind of overlooked the fact that you do get 2 Raptors. They are slightly different. I'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, you do get 2 Raptors, so that, you know, essentially it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe 4 figures, 5 figures, I guess, with the 2 Raptors as well. And it kind of makes sense that if you've seen the film, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you've seen the film, it kind of makes sense that they don't add anybody else into this set, because it wouldn't really make sense based on what happens in the film. So, you know, the character choice is fine. It just kind of makes you think, you know, I wish there was an extra figure, or maybe an extra 2 figures for the price. But, you know, it's not terrible. And another thing to mention as well is that this thing actually feels quite small for the amount of parts that come in the set. It does actually feel quite small. But once you built it and you can kind of see how it goes together and things, you kind of forget about its size and just kind of like it for what it is. But anyway, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent. Let's look at the Raptors. So the Raptors are basically and essentially the same, apart from one detail which you can see right now. One has a blue patch over the eye, and I believe this is the same Raptor that you get in the Off-Roader set. And then you have this Raptor, which I believe is exclusive with the green patch over the left eye. Well, it's the right eye as we're looking at it, but for the raptor, it's her left eye. So they're the only differences. The body, the legs, everything else is exactly the same. But yeah, nice raptors. The tail is, on both of them, is kind of like a separate... this is all one piece, the kind of body, but this is like, I don't know, co-molded or whatever, so that this is softer plastic, so this tail doesn't snap off, which is nice. Printing on the raptors is good. You know, you can open the mouths, you know, and you've got the painted teeth inside there as well. So yeah, they're very nice. So there you go, raptors. You've had your screen time. Oh yeah. This thing. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get a raptor. They come along. They hit this, kind of. It's difficult to do. Let's do it this way. They come along, and this thing is supposed to kind of wrap round them. It shows it on the box. You get the idea. They come along, hit that, and then these things wrap around the raptor and trap it. So you could kind of do that with a figure as well if you wanted to, but yeah. So they're the raptors. We've been through the Plantimal thing as well. Another thing, actually, before we dismiss the raptors, is the skateboard. You can actually get, and this is fantastic, I absolutely love this, you can get a little mini brick-built skateboard, and you can get a raptor going along on a skateboard, and I absolutely love that. I think that's just the heights of coolness there. I really do like that. It's silly, it's fun, and I just like that. So there's that. So the final thing, I guess, now would be to look at Rex and Emmett. Now, unfortunately, they're not anything... Well, I'm going to make a bit of a pun here. The special, as in Emmett, if you've seen the first film, is actually not that special in this set. And I'm going to talk about why. I mean, the figures themselves are fine. They're just not exclusive. They're available in other sets. So, here's Rex Danger Vest. And he's definitely my favourite character from the second film. Well, he's my favourite character, I think, from the franchise. It kind of used to be Benny, but now I think this guy... I think he's just so funny. He's cool. He knows what he's doing. I just like him. So he has that printing and everything. I don't know whether I might have got my big fingers in the way. Don't know whether you saw the leg print and the print there. But he does have a second face as well. Now this is exactly the same Rex that comes in the Off-Roader set. So again, nothing exclusive, nothing special, which I think is the least they could have done if they were only going to include two figures. I think they should have made the face or something exclusive. Emmett comes with a torch here, or flashlight, as you guys in the States call them. So yeah, this face for Emmett, this kind of half winking face, I believe is the face that comes in the Sistar Starship set. And then he does have this more scared looking face. So yeah, they're not actually that special. I mean, they're appropriate to the set, but there's nothing exclusive about them. But the figures themselves are fine, It's just it would have been nice for them to be exclusive. So, I think that's everything. I think I've been through everything. I don't think there's much else to talk about. So I'll pretty much do a quick... I mean, this is really long video as it is, and if you've managed to stick through, thanks for that. But, overall, I think it's a good set. I think I think if you're on a budget and you just want a Raptor, probably get the Off-Roader. It's a £25 set and you get a nice Lego Movie 2 style Raptor. But if you do really like the look of this set and you think, well, I think this would be a nice piece in my collection and etc, etc, you know, that sort of thing, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It is definitely my favourite set from the Lego Movie 2, which is surprised me because I didn't think it was going to be, and it's actually the newest set that I've got from the Lego Movie 2. It's the, hang on, let me just work this out. It's quite a way down the line. I've got quite a few of the sets, not all of them, but I've got quite a few of them, and this is the most recent. And I did not think this in a million years was going to end up being my favourite, but it is. So I don't think the pictures of this set do it justice, in my opinion. I don't think they do. But yeah, overall, I think it's just a fantastic set. Again, yeah, I know it's another ship, but it does have something unique about it. It's got something, I don't know, there's a certain vibe to the ship that's really, really nice. And although it only comes with 2 figures, you do get the Raptors, and the Raptors are fun. There's loads to do with it, you know. It's very, if you hold it from the bottom, it's very swooshable, and it's a bit heavy for that, I would say, but it's very swooshable, and I personally feel that there is a lot of play value in this set, especially with the plantimal things and the missiles and the stud shooters that you can shoot everywhere, and lose and never see again. But yeah, there's the, you know, all Rex's ridiculously oversized weapons. Overall, it's just a good set. And if you can afford it, and if you like the look of it, and if you just want to treat yourself, I recommend this set. It's a good set. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry, it's been so long. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking through it. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. But I would ask that you just tell me in the comments the reasons that you didn't like the video. Maybe it was too long, you know, whatever. But yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.